Today, I am reviewing the CenturyLink Prism TV Technicolor C2100. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. I have been using the CenturyLink Prism TV Technicolor C2100T wireless modem router gateway for a little over 6 months now to handle my home internet connection, and it has proven to be a surprisingly stable workhorse for my household network requirements. If you are dealing with a standard CenturyLink setup, navigating the world of compatible networking hardware can be a massive headache, especially with the company transitioning services and phasing out older equipment leases. While this particular model is often passed around as a standard issue rental unit from the service provider, buying it outright can save you quite a bit of money on your monthly internet bill, provided your specific neighborhood infrastructure matches what this device actually supports. When you first unbox the Technicolor C2100T, you notice it has the traditional vertical tower footprint that many ISP-provided gateways use, wrapped in a utilitarian black plastic housing with a solid array of status LED lights running down the front edge. It does not look like a futuristic gaming router with external antennas sticking out everywhere, but it sits quietly on a desk or shelf without drawing too much visual attention. Around the back panel, you get a generous selection of ports that make it highly versatile for local networking. There are 4 gigabit Ethernet local area network ports for wiring up stationary equipment like a desktop computer, a smart television, or a gaming console, along with a single dedicated gigabit wide area network port. It also features dual phone lines for digital voice services, a standard universal serial bus port, and a legacy home phone line network alliance port, which was historically used to push television video streams across old coax cables for Prism TV setups. Performance on the wireless side is anchored by concurrent dual-band radios supporting the 82.11 AC Wi-Fi 5 standard. The 2.4 GHz band uses a standard 2x2 antenna configuration designed for long-range and basic low-bandwidth tasks, while the 5 GHz band steps things up with a 4x4 antenna array. In real-world daily use, the wireless coverage is perfectly adequate for a medium-sized apartment or a modest single-story home. When I am sitting in the same room or an adjacent room to the gateway, the 5 GHz band easily delivers the maximum speeds allowed by my internet plan. Devices like smartphones, tablets, and laptops handle high-definition streaming and online video calls without encountering unexpected buffering loops. However, the signal does begin to drop off noticeably once you move past a couple of thick walls or head down into a basement, meaning families living in sprawling multi-story homes will likely need to pair this with a secondary access point or a mesh system to eliminate dead zones entirely. Now, we need to address a critical point regarding compatibility, which is easily the most confusing aspect of this device and where many buyers make an expensive mistake. Even though the product marketing frequently throws around the word fiber, and the hardware features a gigabit 1 port that can theoretically bridge to an optical network terminal, this specific unit should be purchased strictly for traditional copper-based internet lines. It is designed to work flawlessly with CenturyLink VDSL and ADSL2 services, including bonded lines where the provider combines 2 separate phone lines to boost your overall download speeds. If you are on a true, modern fiber-to-the-home connection, or if you are trying to use this hardware on an alternative provider network like AT&T, it is highly likely you will run into massive deployment issues or a complete lack of service compatibility. It is absolutely vital that you verify your exact service type with your provider before picking this up, as it is a specialized tool optimized for VDSL networks. From a software and management perspective, the firmware interface uses the standard CenturyLink graphic user interface, which is fairly intuitive but definitely showing its age. If you are a plug-and-play user, the installation is remarkably simple because the gateway is pre-configured to automatically detect and authenticate with the CenturyLink backend infrastructure once the phone line is plugged in. For advanced users who like to tinker, the internal settings do provide a solid amount of control, including customizable firewall security rules, port forwarding profiles for gaming, and robust parental control schedules that allow you to block internet access for specific family devices during late-night hours. The major downside to the software is that it lacks the modern smartphone app convenience seen on retail mesh systems, forcing you to use a traditional web browser to change your network name or password. Additionally, if your local line suffers from signal noise or stability issues, the gateway can sometimes become bogged down, requiring a manual power cycle every few weeks to refresh the routing table and clear the memory cache. Ultimately, the Technicolor C2100T is a highly capable, no-nonsense solution if you're looking to avoid monthly modem rental fees on a CenturyLink copper internet plan. It provides reliable dual-band wireless connectivity, excellent local gigabit switching, and native support for bonded VDSL setups. While it lacks the flashy features and raw speed of premium third-party Wi-Fi 6 routers, it excels at providing the basic, dependable foundation required to get your household connected without a massive financial investment. Just be sure to double-check your connection type before purchasing to guarantee it matches your home infrastructure.